Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from group 3 and we will share our story. Exactly funny story I think. So happy watching.
Hello guys, I'm Fitria Desmayanti from group 3. So, tonight I want to share you about my funny stories, my funny experience. I'm the type of person who likes to suddenly forget, and sometimes I also do very random things. Like when I'm bored, I want to do something, but I suddenly just open my refrigerator and don't take anything. I open the door and close again. And yeah, it's very random things. And there are some funny and embarrassing incidents that often happen to me. And it's not about one time, but it's also become a habit of mine. And for your information, it's hard for me to memorize the names of people I just met. I remember his face, I remember her face, but I forgot her name. I forgot his name. And one time, I saw a person who was very similar to my friend. However, my eyes were minus and I had to wear glasses. And at the time, I want to say hello, but since I'm a bit ignorant, I want to approach and surprise her. But it turns out she is not my friend, but someone else. I was immediately embarrassed and apologized to her, and she laughed at me. This not only happened once, but often happened. And I hope that there will be no more embarrassing incident like this again in my life. Yeah, I think that's all for my funny experience, my funny stories. Yeah, hope you like it, guys.
I'm Novita Ayu Azahra from group 3. So, in this time, I want to tell you about my funny stories. This story is happened when I in the middle school. This is the real story that I will never forget forever because it is really funny and sometimes make me shy. So, my friends and I, after finish school, want to watch a movie at the cinemas. This movie is a famous movie at that time, so we are go to the cinema near our school, and we are very happy because also that day we go home from school early. Everything's fine until we watch the movie and until the movie is over. After I finish the movie, my friends and I want to go to the toilet because the cinema's room was cold and I drank a lot of water. So I and my friends go to the toilet and the other of our friend wait outside. At that time, because the movie had just finished and make the toilet condition were very crowded, especially the female toilets. When I'm done with the toilet, I'm looking for my friend. I was like seeing my friend at that time because the headscarf and the clothes she wore were really same with ones of my friends that day. And I have a habit of holding my friend's hand when I meet her because I felt it was my friend. So immediately I grabbed her and pulled her out of the toilet. But suddenly my hand was held back. And you know what? Turns out she is not my friend, but a stranger who's waiting for his friend. Shocked, I immediately took off his hand and apologized. And do you know what my friends do? They laugh badly and still often bring up the story if we are creator. Until now. Thank you.
My name is Eva Amelia Arsanti. I'm from Group 3. I want to share you about my funny story, I think. Hope you enjoy. I remember that incident. That was a shameful and amusing incident. I was in elementary school, but I forget exactly how old I was. The incident happened when I went to Ramayana with my parents. At the time, my parents were choosing clothes and I was bored to waiting. I was looking for my own business by accounting the piles of clothes that were there and don't care about the surroundings. Then there was a woman whose clothes color same as my mother's, and I thought this is my mother, and then I took her hand, but I looked back and that my mother still choose clothes. In my mind said that this woman was not my mother. I turned to the woman, and yeah, it wasn't. Oh my god, I feel embarrassed, I feel shy, I feel embarrassed, and I ran to my mother and hid in a rose clothes racks. That woman laughed because of my silliness. That is my story. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Tonight I'm gonna tell you about my embarrassing story, and this story based on my real experience. You know, sometimes I can't stop remembering this. Sometimes, I always remember this over and over. Okay, everything began when I was about 16 years old. At that time, I wanted to go my uncle's home, and at that time I still didn't have a driver license, but my parent let me to use their motorcycle, so I planned to go there, my uncle's home, with my parents' motorcycle. My uncle's home is in Kaliwung, and I think this place is quite familiar for us. I usually pass through Jember Street when I want to go there, because Jember Street is the quickest way that I can use to go there. Do you know Jember traffic light? Nah, there it is. Okay, then when I was there, unluckily the traffic light was red, so automatically, of course, I stopped my bike and waiting the traffic light until it turns to green. Okay, so after a few seconds, about 30 seconds, there was a car behind me, exactly behind me. Honk many times. Was like this. Din, 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 din. Many times. And of course I look back and see the car. And at the time, I thought there was no something wrong there. And of course I was so confused. Why this car honked many times? I didn't realize anything. After about 45 seconds of waiting, suddenly the driver of that car get out from the car and walk close to me. So the driver was a man, and this man looked so angry. Suddenly he said to me like this, really loud, "Woi, jangan kiki as motormu ni ada yang dalan, jangan lakukan lo." It's like this. So of course I'm so scared at the time. I was so shocked, and my hand was shaking so hard, and then of course I put my gas quickly and run away as soon as possible. So I didn't realize at the traffic light there was a sign traffic who says, "When you turn left, just go ahead." I didn't realize about it. So that's why this driver so angry at me. There was a lot of people there. It's really crowded. And this man gave me a bad word in front of that people. I feel so embarrassed. Man. Okay, that's all for my story, and I hope you got a lesson from the story that I have given to you. So guys, be aware and stay focused when you are in the traffic, okay? And don't be like me, because that was so embarrassing, Okay, moral value from the story is never use bad words, because bad words is not good for us, okay? Bad words just give us a sin. Do you want to be a sinner? I don't think so. So, thank you very much, and goodbye.
I think that's enough for our group. Thanks for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.